not normal. Hey guys, I'm back. Michael here. I am doing a kind of a cut-in video for the Logic series that I was starting. I had a friend contact me in the comments and asked me to start from ground zero, basically, because the videos that I were doing kind of started from a place where you're already set up with your equipment. So I'm going to backtrack just a quick moment here and kind of get things started. I've got here a kit, a studio that's just kind of a reference point. A good one, it's really popular. I was surprised. I was watching a video this week, and if you're familiar with Periphery, their guitar player has a pretty good sized YouTube channel, and he's actually in his home studio. His home studio is like is centered around a $99 Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. And this bundle here comes with headphones and a microphone. I don't even necessarily recommend bundling if we're not American pickers here. This is each making a very specific purchase for each item. I'm on eBay. If you just look here at the interface, it's $75 just for the interface. That's it. Buy it now, ready to go. And I guess they're charging $11 for shipping. But here's one right here, as of today. Like $80 to your doorstep. This guy's got two, on his feedback or on transactions. You can probably find another one with a big seller for $99 free shipping. The reason that I say don't do this bundle route is because they're going to give you a crappy mic and crappy headphones, so you don't want that. Start out with a Shure SM57. For guitar, it is the industry standard. For snare, it is the industry standard. I've seen people use it for vocals. I've used mine for vocals with a little bit of EQ. It's perfectly fine, and it's very versatile. It's actually the mic of the president. Over the years, for decades and decades, when he's on the podium giving his speeches. And that doesn't matter which president, that's the mic that they use. I'm not going to get political. $66 and $80, you're in there for a buck and a half, ready to start recording your vocals, minus computer, of course. So you've got the interface hooked up to your computer. I believe this one is USB 2.0, so it's Mac or PC. And then from there, you're going to run your microphone into that. And if you play guitar or you want to do two microphones of drum overheads, you've got your inputs there for both microphone and instruments. You have gain, you have red and green segment LEDs. This right here is like the most popular entry-level audio interface right now. Very, very widely used. What else? It has 48 volt phantom power. That's for condenser mics. One of the first things you need to do is need to make sure you're aware of what you're plugging into this thing, because you don't want to screw it up. You're going to have either a microphone or an instrument plugged into it. Those are your choices. You can have a keyboard, like if you have an external synthesizer or sound module plugged into it, you can do that. But what you want to be careful of, particularly when you're first figuring out your connections, is you don't want to put 48 volt phantom power to a dynamic mic or a ribbon mic. Definitely don't want to do that. You will cook a ribbon mic in quick order if you have your 48 volt phantom power engaged, unless it's an active ribbon mic. That's kind of a new thing that's come out. So be perfectly aware of what you're plugging in, and just be mindful before you do so of that 48 volt phantom power. If you're plugging in a guitar or a bass, you're not going to use the phantom power. If you don't have a ribbon mic, dynamic mic, ribbon mic, no phantom power. The only thing you're going to use phantom power for, the only thing, is going to be a condenser mic. And even with this tube mic that that you're hearing right now, it is does not require phantom power. It has its own power source, so therefore it doesn't use phantom power. Tube mics always have their own power source. So that's the precaution the main precaution when you hook things up. Make sure that you have the speakers plugged in on the right side. But it's really simple to get started in a nutshell, because everything is so plug and play now. Like I said, this is a great unit for what it is. Get yourself a Shure SM57, get yourself a pop filter, or you can make one out of pantyhose or speaker cloth, and you're up and running. I just wanted to cover that real quick. I know I just kind of grazed over this, but if there's any more questions, let's get a conversation going. Leave it in the comments, and I will hit you back as quick as I possibly see you. And so that's all for now. I am going to move on this week with my Logic videos and keep that moving. The next one is going to be over MIDI versus audio, and how the two relate, and how the lines are very, blurred and overlapping right now. But that's in video number 3. So that's it. That's all I've got for you today. This is Michael. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down in the comments.
I'm not normal, just enough to have my morals.